This AI is completely gonna break YouTube Shorts. I'll explain how later, but you're gonna want to see this. Some context, I generated this video in about a minute. The prompt I used right here. I'm gonna leave this on screen for a little bit and then let's get started watching this video.
Looking through a telescope and seeing Saturn's famous rings simply vanish. That's exactly what's about to happen in 2025, thanks to a cosmic illusion called a ring plane crossing. Every 13 to 15 years, Saturn's rings turn edge on to Earth. Because these rings are incredibly thin, sometimes just 30 to 300 feet thick, like a sheet of paper seen from the side, they almost disappear from view. In March 2025, the rings will seem to fade away for a few days, then gradually reappear, giving us a rare glimpse of Saturn as it might look without its iconic bands. But this isn't just a trick of perspective. Over the next 100 to 300 million years, Saturn's rings really are disappearing, one icy grain at a time. NASA's Cassini mission revealed that gravity and electromagnetic forces are pulling ring particles into Saturn's atmosphere, a process called ring rain. Imagine enough water to fill an Olympic swimming pool falling onto Saturn every half hour. That's how fast the rings are fading. Saturn's rings have dazzled us since Galileo first glimpsed them in 1610, but they're a fleeting feature in the planet's 4.6 billion year history. If you're curious, keep an eye out in 2025 for this edge-on illusion. It's a rare chance to watch one of the solar system's greatest spectacles before it slowly fades into cosmic history.
All I did was use a prompt they give you. It's a prompt template. I filled it out. You know what? I didn't even fill it out myself. I found one article about a random subject which I thought were short, and I asked ChatGPT to fill it out. Obviously, I said replace the audience with the audience you think would be interested in this article. 1 minute of work to create this. Let's say the quality is actually really high. As a video editor, I should get paid to edit. Don't look at the videos on this channel. They're not a representation of my skill. This channel has been an experiment. But if I were to recreate this video from scratch, it would take me a whole day. I think after the whole day, if you were to recreate videos in a similar style, it would probably take 3 to 4 hours, assuming you have the templates. But now, shorts creation has been shortened to a fraction of the time. Literally 1 minute compared to what, 4 hours of time? 140 on a scale of like 200 times faster. And that's just me counting the editing. I'm also calculating how much time it would take me to gather all the assets. And this is not say like you would have to do the research, you would have to write the script, you would also have to write the voiceover. What I forgot to mention is that I didn't even write the script for this video. All I did was send in the prompt. I didn't do the voiceover. The voice is a voice clone of me. Agent Opus requires about 10 seconds of audio, so I just spoke 10 seconds worth of sentences, and that's the voice it came out with. Honestly, if I had put in any more effort, any more time, I think it could have done a better voice clone. Well, I just pulled out like 3 different videos right off the front page. You could even go to the front page and look at other people's. This one is a script 2 video. So let's see how good this is. I'll play all of it.
Is Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl pop's boldest cash grab yet? Critics call it spectacle over substance, accusing Swift of trading raw storytelling for glossy production and endless merch drops. Reviewers slam the album's lyrical repetition and say it's more brand
You know what? This is one thing that Agent Opus does really well. The timing of the motion graphics to the words, the timing of the B-roll to the words is insanely good. So I have tried using some other AI tools, and it would always feel like the editing is unnatural due to the inaccuracy of the timing. Like And also sometimes the B-roll that the AI provides just not correct. If you think about the context here, right, where it says merch dropping down, this is a very interesting motion graphic to go along with it. And it works, it fits. And I think the biggest difference is because Agent Opus isn't taking from story blocks. Other tools, you'll see that if you're talking about the same topic, it'll end up using the same footage way too often.
Slam the album's lyrical repetition and say it's more brand extension than artistic reinvention, with one commentator calling it her weakest and least interesting work yet. But here's the twist. What if Swift's relentless self-marketing and meme-ready lyrics are a meta-commentary on her own stardom, mirroring the demands of a fame-obsessed culture? Is this album a clever reflection, or just empty glitz? Artist evolution or breaking point? What do you think?
Another thing that Agent Opus does really well, as I just watched through it again, is I realized that this is a script to video. So it's taking words that it thinks are keywords and actually integrating it into the video, like brand extension. What else? The end. What do you think? Oh, this cash grab one also.
Boldest cash grab yet?
There's a lot of subtle motion graphic edits that make it feel very human. Honestly, when I look at an edit like this, the thing that makes me feel like it's not human is literally just the voiceover. Because the cadence feels like a mimicry of what's already out there, and maybe it's a little too uniform. Of course the voice still has the ups and downs, but I feel like certain stylistic within the voice still makes it feel robotic. I don't think this is a deal breaker for a tool like this. The reason I say that is because it's optional to choose from the built-in AI voices. It's optional to clone your voice, or it also says what types of files can I upload? How should I use them? Well, you can actually upload your own voiceover. It says the video voiceover. Like, I'm sure you submit the script, do your own voiceover, and then wouldn't this video just look very human created, very human edit? I would say this video looks very humanly edited. I'm sure video editors out there can nitpick and be like, well, stylistically, it looks very AI. Or like, if all your videos look like this, it's very AI. Well, I feel like this style of editing was popularized by certain YouTubers. And at some point, this level of editing was considered human level editing. And I think it would still be considered human level editing. This kind of editing is at a level where I expect people to pay for. Which is insane. Okay, so this was script to video, and this one is news to video, where you just put in a link of the news. This person added their own, I guess, pictures that they wanted the video to include. But I thought this was interesting because they're using an AI avatar. Previously, it would feel like if you saw a face, it would feel like this isn't AI generated at all. But now, if you see a face, you're gonna have to be like, is that AI? You have to look closely or think about it. But here's the thing: in a short form video, an AI avatar like this only flashes there for like 2 or 3 seconds. So, and the video is gonna go by so fast that I would suspect that a lot of people either wouldn't notice it's AI or would have to like re-watch it and study it to be like, oh yeah, for sure that's AI. Like, you might get an inkling that's AI because it might look a bit repetitive, but here's the thing: if you go and re-watch the video to like, I guess, hate watch and see if it's AI or not, guess what? The person who made the video is still gonna get more reviews, more watch time, and they're still winning. Let's take a look at this video.
Today, nearly 40% of the Trump family's $2.9 billion fortune comes from digital assets. The Trump coin alone has pulled in over $350 million, and his DeFi platform, World Liberty Financial, raised another $550 million, with the family keeping most of the revenue. For Trump, crypto isn't just profit, it's independence, raising money directly from his base instead of GOP donors. With Truth Social stock, Trump, and Melania coins, his supporters can back him directly, almost like a political Patreon. It also gives him political leverage. As president, he's pushed crypto-friendly policies like stablecoins, while his ventures attract billions in foreign capital from Abu Dhabi to Chinese investors. But here's the trade-off. Crypto makes him free from billionaires, yet ties him to something even riskier. He has to keep the crowd hyped. If tokens crash, like Melania losing 98%, it dents his credibility. This isn't donor pressure anymore, it's about loyalty and spectacle. So yes, crypto gives Trump freedom, but it also locks him into a game where hype and attention decide everything.
So yeah, did you guys feel like that was super AI? For me, I watch a lot of these, and obviously we're on the Agent Opus site. I would be like, yeah, it's like if I saw this a few months ago, I would think like, yeah, they used an AI voice, they used an AI avatar, but the editing, I would be like, maybe they just paid someone like $5 from some other country to make this. And to be completely honest, I think this is better than a $5 edit. Like, okay, here, right? They do the whole highlighting thing. Those are effect from there to there. There's background. This is what it moves the position up, but then you can see like the speed curves were played with. I would say an edit like this takes quite a bit of time to create, right? And not even counting the number of assets that are used. Like, I wouldn't do this for $5. I'm sure someone in the world would, but that brings me back to the point that Agent Opus is just completely gonna change shorts game, because it's gonna demolish all the shorts editing jobs that people have been doing overseas in lower cost of living areas. And now, I thought this one was interesting because this is a prompt to video, and in the best practices, in their FAQ, they do say, you know, be a bit more specific. But I thought, given that this was a one-sentence prompt, create a commentary video about the latest release of Netflix's Wednesday Season 2. So let's take a look.
Mystery. Viewers are especially hooked on the new lore. Have you uncovered the secrets of Season 2 yet? Drop your theories below. The more unhinged, the better. And don't forget to follow. Did you really think her first semester at Nevermore was the strangest it could get? Think again. Season 2 plunges us headfirst into a new web of conspiracies that make the Hyde look like a school pet. This time, the focus is on the gothic roots of the Addams clan and a sinister plot that threatens more than just the outcasts. The pacing is relentless, with every episode peeling back another layer of a truly twisted onion. While Wednesday commands every scene she's in, it's the expanded role of the rest of the Addams family that truly shines, giving us a deeper look into the world's most morbidly iconic household. And Thing? Let's just say he deserves his own award for hand acting alone. The reviews are in, and the sentiment is overwhelmingly positive. Many are calling it a triumph of gothic storytelling, a perfect blend of macabre and mystery. Viewers are especially hooked on the new lore. Have you uncovered the secrets of Season 2 yet? Drop your theories below. The more unhinged, the better. And don't forget to follow.
I would say, again, the biggest giveaway to the fact that it's AI is the AI voice. Now, here's the thing. I don't actually think the voice sounds that AI within the first, like, 1 or 2 sentences. It only starts sounding AI because you're noticing that the patterns, the cadence it follows doesn't change. It keeps kind of like the same dips, the same ups and downs, right? And with a better voice clone, you will have a larger variety of how the voice sounds for each sentence. I mean, currently, right now, it's November the 1st, 2025. In a few months, this is just in beta. It's only gonna get better. I feel like shorts creators are gonna get cooked. There's gonna be an even larger influx of shorts that are gonna be put onto YouTube. They're gonna be informative. They're gonna have this retention style of editing where there's always a lot of on-screen elements, a lot of changing pictures. So as creators, what can we do? I feel like every shorts creator should probably try to get access to Agent Opus, because even if you don't use it completely, what if you made your own video? You recorded yourself talking and then put your script, put your voiceover into Agent Opus. Now you're just gonna have B-roll. Let's say you download this video and then you start interspersing it with yourself. I guess that's one way you can compete with the volume that's gonna come out while trying to show that you're human. Here's the thing, a lot of viewers out there who don't actually care as they're scrolling if humans created it or not is valuable enough to the viewer. It doesn't actually matter if there's a human behind it or not. Okay, so let's talk about the tool itself. It is not generative AI. Obviously, it generates a video as an output, download it and then post on YouTube. But generative AI is more like Sora 2, Video 3, where it creates the video from nothing. Not necessarily nothing, I mean, it creates it from text. But here, the video is not created. It's more, I would say it's more like it was compiled. And they're very explicit about how this is done. This is what is called an agentic workflow. Think of what it takes to make a shorts video. First, you need to do the research. After you do the research, you make a script. After you make the script, once you make the script, you're either gonna have to read out the script or hire a voice actor. Then after you hire a voice actor, you're gonna need someone to do the animations, find the assets, and put it all together. Usually, if you're cheap, you get someone who's kind of a video editor / motion designer, right? And you put it all together. That's like 5 people, because 5 people to create one video as a team, because you need a team to make something at scale. Agent Opus replaces all those roles, and most AI tools are single function. At the very base, they do one task, right? ChatGPT, use it for the script. 11 Labs, you use it for the voiceover. Firecut, you use it for part of the editing. But Agent Opus puts all these individual AI tools together. The director role to oversee the full video plan and coordinates the production. Usually that would be you, creator. I mean, partially it's still you because you oversee the initial direction and idea of the video, but this AI is going to oversee the video plan. And you can see it here. I put in the prompt, and then the director does the reasoning. Like, they'll create a project plan. They'll decide on the structure. And then it passes everything along to the next AI, which does the research. Once the AI has done the research, it can do them. And then once it has a script, it can send it to the other 2 workers, where you can have the voice acting done, where you can have the motion design and asset gathering done. And then finally, the video editor agent puts it all together. So again, Agent Opus generates a video, but it's more than just a video generator. I would say it functions more like a video editing agency, where you give them an idea and then it just handholds you through the whole process, where you just, give a little bit of directional input, but basically it just basically does it for you, which is insane. All right, so if this tool looks cool to you, right now you can try it but it is limited access. I went here and then I joined the waitlist. But joining the waitlist is only gonna get you so far. In fact, it got me nowhere. So the better way is to join Discord. So you can click join Discord. I get nothing out of this because I already have access. I just think it's a tool that you should probably learn to use. And you know what? If you get access to this, you're ahead of the curve. So you could either use it, make your bag, or use it and learn the tools, so you know what you're going to be competing against. And once you join the Discord, I think you have to link it to your an Agent Opus account or something like that. I don't really remember. But the best way I realized to get a code is to do challenges for code. And they drop a challenge once a week. From what I've noticed, it's Friday around 8 a.m. PST. So actually, I set an alarm to do this challenge. I woke up early to do this challenge to get a code. And it's limited, so only the first 100 people who do the challenge correctly gets the code. I would say the challenge is actually very easy, but you should definitely read the instructions, because there are people who did not read the instructions. They're within the first 100 and they didn't get the code. Another way to get access to the tool is to join their live streams, which happens every Thursday at 9:30 a.m. I would say set your alarm, join the live stream, and you'll probably have to fill out a Google form once they have their live stream going, and then they will pick people from within the live stream randomly, get some invite codes. So that's another way to get an invite code. I would say this one is just based on luck, and it is way easier just to do the Discord challenge. Okay, so Agent Opus changes the shorts game, I highly recommend you get early access. And I know I didn't really explain why it changes the shorts game. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you really want a deeper dive into why this changes the shorts game, I have a video called The AI Problem YouTube Isn't Talking About, and that covers more in depth why AI content like this, why something like this is problematic. Hopefully you have learned something, learned that this isn't just hype, and I have no doubt in my mind there's at least 1 or 2 people out there probably just printing money with it. Okay, drop a comment with your thoughts below and subscribe if you want more shallow dives into the world of AI and YouTube video creation. I say shallow dives because I am no expert. Just someone who wants to stay in the loop, and I thought maybe some other people out there would like to stay in the loop as well. Have a great day. Good night.